Welcome back to Roller Coaster. To the best coaster of the year this series. Last week you guys voted for the best coaster 2013. You voted for Aaron Rattler, the RMC Hybrid. That one. This is my second time recording this video, so I'm just like, woof, man. I'm out, man. I just wasted 15 minutes of my life on nothing because I didn't record the screen because OBS decided to stop capturing video for no freaking reason. Anyway, I defeated Outlaw Run at Suburban City, the RMC Woody. That is pretty solid. God, it's like I'm just saying everything over again, and it's like I think I'm stupid. I feel stupid saying this all over again. Anyway, um, that was really the only competition. Nobody else voted for anything else. Although Fjord Flying Dragon and Gold Striker are both some really solid, like more standard Woodies. Fjord Flying Dragon being a gravity group, really great layout, great POV out and back, looks awesome. Check out a POV. Gold Striker, you've all seen it before. It's one of the best GCIs in North America. Everybody agrees. So very great rides. But yeah, Outlaw and Iron Rattler, I'm not really sure what I prefer. I haven't been on either. They're both kind of middle, lower tier RMCs. Some say they're higher tier RMCs. RMCs are one of the most wishy-washy kinds of things. So I don't really know how to feel about that. Anyway, moving on, we've got the best coaster 2014. You can vote for one of the best coasters that I'm going to list right now using the eye on the top right corner of the video for one of the coasters anyway. Helix Leesburg, the Mac multi-launch. Banshee at Kings Island, the B&M invert. Medusa Steel Coaster at Six Flags Mexico, the RMC Hybrid, and Time Travel at Hako Park, the Gravity Group Woody. You can vote for one of those four coasters in the eyes of everybody. Okay, more 24 coasters. 2014. Wow. Oh man. Oh, this is quality commentary here coming out of roller coaster here. Adventure Drive at Suzuka Circuit is the screen powered roller coaster. It's the one that has like the launches and like it has the trick track for some reason too. It's got a few launches over the layout that they're pretty weak launches, but depending on how loud you scream, I guess it launches faster or something. And there's also a trick track in there for some freaking reason. I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, it exists. Alpina Blitz at Nigloland is the Mac Intamin Megalite. It's basically just the Intamin Megalite layout, but on a Mac. So everything's a little bit weaker, but a little bit. This is just a little bit weirder, a little slower ride, but a very pretty ride for sure. It's blue. It's not the one picture there. Neither is the one I'm talking about now, Altair at Sunsetto World near Rome, Italy. It's the Intamin Tenant version. That's not like Colossus in that it has lap bars and kind of a revamped layout, kind of improved upon some of the tweaks. It tweaked a few things in the layout as far as like the drop and all that stuff. But yeah, that's Intamin Tenant version. Battle of Blue Fire at Quantrang Euro Park. The first ever Blue Fire at Europa Park clone. So it's not Euro Park. This is not Europa Park. This is a clone of that. Battle of Blue Fire is in China. So it's the first time Blue Fire was ever cloned. It's a little confusing, but yeah, that's obviously a really great looking ride for sure. With the Heartline roll and the Horseshoe roll, some cool airtime moments in there. Dragon at Park Kulajawi. There's a POV on YouTube. Dave JL, let's check it out. It's a really freaking weird Dragon Wagon. It's the first coaster that Fun Rides Tech ever made. They're a Czech manufacturer. I believe I've talked about this before. Really weird, like rundown park, but they happen to have this massive Dragon Wagon built by Fun Rides Tech, and it is just really weird. It takes up a lot of space. Like that, there's still like half the layout on the left of this picture you can't even see. It's just the weirdest thing ever. The ride doesn't do a whole lot as you'd expect. It's a Dragon Wagon. It's got the typical like kiddie coaster, crazy laterals, but that's about it. El Loco at Adventure Tome is, of course, the SNS El Loco model coaster with the steep drop and the crazy hang time inversions and the wonky elements and trim brakes. You've seen it before. Fire Chaser Express at Dollywood also opened this year. That is a Gerstlauer family coaster with 2 launches, 1 forwards, 1 backwards, I believe it's how it goes. Some cool theming in there. You've probably seen it before. Pretty cool. You can tell I've recorded this before. I'm just slowing down, man. Flug der Dämonen at Heidi Park is the B&M Wing Coaster, the white one, with the park with all the white coasters. This one's kind of a very floaty one. It's got that element, the demonic knot, or whatever it's called. It has that. It's kind of cool. It's a pretty ride. Mid-tier wing coaster. Pretty cool looking. Goliath at Six Flags Great America did not make it this week. Did not make it onto the top 4 coasters you can vote for. The first RMC to do that. Definitely an amazing ride though. It's got it's the tallest drop in on a wooden coaster in the world, I believe, and the steepest, I believe. So that's really cool. But but the ride is very short. It doesn't do a whole lot beyond the 2 inversions and like 1 airtime hill it has. So still a really great ride though. So cool stuff. Inverno. I just combined these 2 coasters. Inferno at Sunset World, the other coaster that opened with Altair at that one park near Rome. This one is. I'm sorry about that. I had what did I have? I'm still tasting the sausage that I had this morning. Like I had it like almost like 15 hours ago, and I'm tasting it now. Um, anyway, sorry about that. Excuse me, what a wise man once said. But yeah, Inferno is a family drop coaster similar to that of like 13 at Alton Towers. This one's completely indoors, and it's got the same drop track and some cool theming. The lights usually aren't on it during the ride, I believe, so that must be a fun ride. Inversa at Aqua Locos is the really weird. You've probably seen it on Theme Park Crazy. Gotta love it. The kind of inverted shuttle coaster. It kind of goes back and forth a few times. It like raises you up and then drops you, and you kind of woof, 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 woof. You swing back and forth, and we don't swing. You don't swing. You swing like the train swings. Like not. I'm tired of talking at this point, man. But I'm really excited to get to the tournament. That's coming up soon. Once you guys vote for the 2019 coasters, that's when we'll start the tournament. So that'll be interesting. Anyway, moving on, we've got Crater, I believe, Crater at Park del Cafe is the clone of Iron Shark in Colombia. That's right, there's a clone of Iron Shark opened in 2014. It's the first one to ever open, and it's you've probably seen it before. Beyond Vertical Drop, Eurofighter, some cool, wacky elements and versions, but a very short ride. Still a fun ride for sure. Letting Run opened this year with the park, Kentucky Kingdom. It opened again. Really great airtime looking chance rides coaster. Very cheap ride. I really wish more parks would buy into these chance rides coasters, but it hasn't happened yet. I'm just waiting. It was kind of close along with Goliath to making it into this week's Floatable coasters, but didn't quite make it. Because I wanted some more variety there, Nefeskessen at Violent, at least it used to be called Violent, now it's Istanbul. It's right, they changed the T in Istanbul to an F. So now it's called Istanbul. It's the name of the park for some friggin' reason. Very cool looking Intamin Blitz coaster. Very short ride, only like 5 elements, but great looking top hat. Pretty cool turnaround inversion to end the ride as well. And probably one of the best tangle dives in the world. It's looking like it looks like it like takes it with so much speed, kind of like Sky Rush, but even more speed. So yeah, very cool stuff. May have even more 2014 coasters. You can tell I'm just really slugging along here in this video, man. OCT Thrust SSE 1000, one of the longest, most syllables in a coaster name. Probably tied with Wallace's Wonderful Whirl, Wriggling Wacky Worm, or something like that. I didn't count, but this is at Happy Valley Wuhan. It's the SNS air-powered coaster. Opened this year. Kind of short rides, but really cool stuff. They had like a really wonky helix. I remember they usually have turnaround top hat. I think cool stuff. Solid rides. Solid, really great launches. Probably better than the Intamin hydraulic ones for the most part. So I'm assuming, considering how good like Dodonpa and Max Force's launches are. But I don't know. Parrot Coaster at Chimelong Ocean Kingdom opened this year. That's one of the prettiest and most graceful of all the wing coasters. And I mean, really look at it. It just looks so picturesque. And it's so nice. Only 3 inversions on this wing coaster. I think that's the lowest, maybe tied with Raptor at Gardaland. Don't quote me on that. But so it does a lot more of the turny things instead of inversions, which is kind of a cool thing. It's a very unique ride, and I can respect it a lot for that. It also doesn't have the wing over drop, which is cool. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train at Disney's Magic Kingdom. I totally skipped Rorosaurus. Rorosaurus, man, you're a small little gravity group. You're a great ride. You're similar to Wooden Warrior, but I'm just gonna skip you. You're in New Hampshire. Everybody forgets about you. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train at Magic Kingdom. I've ridden you. You swinging cars. I waited 2.5 hours for you, and it was really, really stupid, and I regret riding it. But yeah, it has swinging cars for some reason. It's Vekoma. They didn't do anything for me. This kind of existed. Yeah. Thunderbolt at Luna Park also opened this year. That's the Zamperla 3x2 cars, just really weird out and back layout with like 3 inversions and a bunch of airtime hills. Really wobbly. The ride just looks cheap and it feels cheap. And I've heard it's super rattly. and their trains suck. And yeah, speaking of cheap and rattly and suck, Twist Coaster Robin at Yomiuri I'm sure it was a really cool ride. Don't get me wrong, very wonky, extreme, like one of the wonkiest looking coasters you could ever watch. But it only operated for like I don't know 2 or 3 hours on its opening day, in like I think it was like March 3rd, something like that, in 2014. Because it collided with another train on opening day, and I guess I don't know they just couldn't repair it or something, and it was like the first coaster Yomiuri added in like I don't know over a decade, and boop, one day it's closed again. So that kind of sucks. But this was a really weird Sansei. Like, I refuse to believe that SNS worked at all on this coaster because it looked terrible. Just really bad track profiling, really wonky looking elements and inversions and banking. But yeah, that's a ride that exists. And that'll do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time.